All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Win the Week with Coach Sherea. I'm here with you every morning at 7, well, not Sunday mornings at 7:30 a.m. out here in sunny California. And so we are going to get started. So are you tired of feeling overwhelmed and unprepared? So I am Coach Sherea and help individuals achieve their goals through the power of goal setting. And I do that through my yearly goals journal and my monthly membership program. So if you're a part of our 1-year success program, then you have access to the replays inside of the portal. I'm the author of over 11 books and journals, co-founder of the Goal Setters Club, also a certified coach, trainer, and speaker with the John C. Maxwell team, mother of 3 adult grown children, and wife of over 32 years. So it's safe to say you are in the right space. So the goal for today is to get most of your week by planning in advance, to stay on task with the life goals that you set for yourself, to schedule your priorities rather than prioritizing your schedule, to create a consistent routine that will help you get more out of the week, to keep you accountable each week by setting aside a specific time to plan, which is today, and to provide the resources and tools that you need to plan a successful week, and to make sure that you plan ahead for special holidays, birthdays, and other occasions. The ultimate goal, however, for me, is to make sure that you are reclaiming your time, so that way you show up better in the world and have more time to focus on your life, your passion, your purpose. So a lot of times we're not fulfilling our goals, our mission, our purpose, because we don't have time. You don't have time to start that business. You don't have time to work on your hobbies. You don't have time to pursue your dreams because you're busy, or we're busy with, just life. And so if you plan your week out, now you have an opportunity to plan in an opportunity to reach your goals, have time to pursue your dreams, and live out your purpose. I'm just going to check the chat real quick. Okay. Oops, sorry. All right. So before we begin, make sure you have your materials. Again, if you have the course, make sure you downloaded all your materials, your planner. If you have your snacks in the background, I don't know what time it is for you guys out there. And then you want to block out about 2 hours, about a half hour with me and half hour, 45 minutes with me, and then maybe another hour or so going on a little bit deeper in your planning. So let's get ready. Repetition is the key to forming new habits. So each week you're here with me, you notice I say the same things, repeat the same things. Sometimes I'll add a few things, like today I shifted some things around. But essentially we follow the same formula. We're planning our week, planning our meals, planning our weekends, planning our days, so that way our calendar doesn't sneak up on us. So repetition is key. So we are working through my daily planner. If you do not have the planner, it comes with the 2024 goals journal. So I have a digital ebook. So you could go ahead and scan that and make sure you have your planner and make sure you have your goals journal. Okay. And again, if you are in the 1-year success program, you already have access to this. All right. So let's take a look before we get started inside of your planner. I got to go to page 1 because I was in it this morning. All right, so this is your planner. So when you open your planner, you're going to have, of course, your whole calendar for the year. You have your calendar for 2024. You have your calendar for 2025, and then you have your monthly calendar. So in your planner, when you open it up, you'll have both pages on the side. But so you'll have all your months, right, that you can see like a monthly view. And then you will go into which is what we're going to go through right now. You're going to go into your weekly planning. So let me get through that. So all the way to November. I just took some pages out. So we start with reflection. So this is going to be your reflection sheet. You have space to write additional reflection notes. Then we go into our weekly planning, daily planning. And then you have your priorities. You have your bills, the date that they're due. And then you have your meal plan and your accountability tracker. So that's mainly what we go through. And then at the end of your planner, there's a place for your birthday calendar. There's a place to put, reminders of your friends, your family birthdays, and then also special anniversary days that you need to remember. Anniversary calendars for friends and family, or maybe job anniversaries. Maybe you want to remember somebody's job. All right. So you have expense tracker. So there's so much stuff in this journal, in your planner, to help you plan the week. Your expense tracker, you have a bill calendar. So you have everything you need in there. So you can either print it out. You can also upload it into your GoodNotes app if you have an iPad, which I really like because you can write in it. For those of you who are still like electronic, I like to physically print. And then I print mine out, and mine is inside of a 3-ring binder because I also have little folders to hold things. So when I do my bills, if I have a bill that comes in, I'll stick it inside of that folder too. So it depends on how you want to set it up. But if you have the electronic version of the planner, just print it out, put a 3-ring binder, put it in a 3-ring binder, or upload it into your GoodNotes. All right. So again, here you have a place to put your goals. You have a place to put your priorities for the week, your personal to-do list, and then your habit tracker for this week, and then your notes. And then every day you have a space to put your top 3 priorities. So what do these 3 have in common? What do Oprah Winfrey, Elon Musk, and Jeff Bezos have in common? They are not only extraordinarily wealthy and incredibly successful, but they have also revolutionized the way we approach business and the way we approach life. So each one of them is a testament to what it means to truly pursue one's purpose. And if you watch some of their stories, their background stories, how they got to where they were just relentless. And another thing they have in common is with all of us is that they have the same 24 hours a day. So time is the great equalizer. We are all equal when it comes to time. We only have 24 hours. And so despite our gifts, our skills, our life circumstances, family dynamics, those 24 hours tick away with the same precision for all. So because you have kids, because you have a family, because you have a husband, because you have a job, you don't get more hours than someone who's single without kids. We all get the same amount of hours. So how do we maximize that? So if you're in your planner, we're going to start with reflection. So I started reflecting after reading John Maxwell's book, The Invaluable Laws of Growth, 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth, chapter 4. And every day he reflects. And so it's a good idea just to sit back and say, what happened today? Was this a good day? Could it have been a better day? Did I have control over this day, or did the day have control over me? Sometimes things happen that you don't expect. So you can sit back and say, why should we reflect? Because reflection transforms experiences into insights. And so by intentionally pausing, we broaden and enrich our thinking. It also allows us to refocus on the big picture. Reflection aids in defining our objectives and goals. A lot of times we just go with the day. We go with the flow. We go with our routines. We're so used to getting up and doing a routine instead of sitting back going, hey, does this routine still serve me? Maybe I should consider doing this a different way, right? And so reflection, you're reflecting on the week, what happened, what could have been different, and then applying that law of reflection in everything. Like I reflect at the end of the month, I reflect at the end of the day, I reflect at the end of the week, and then most importantly, the end of the year. How did this year go? What can I do next year to make this year, better? So reflection is key. So some of my personal reflections this week, my husband's mom passed away this week. And it was interesting because I had never witnessed my husband cry in 35 years. And so I had to process that and just processing the whole week. And then I launched a design contest for my new book. So you got all these emotions like are all over the place. You got, you're planning for a new book and then a funeral at the same time. I filled out an application for my virtual assistant. So that's going to be, that's going to help me to delegate tasks and expand my team. So my first virtual assistant. And then I found myself eating out a lot last week, more than expected. So I planned my week. We have food in the refrigerator. I planned my menu, but because things were a little, not chaotic, but they were just we're on the move for convenience and washing dishes, we just decided to eat out for dinner. Now I still made breakfast and lunch, but our dinners we ate out. And then I drank way less water than I should have, way less water. So this week I had to reflect on that. Like what happened last week? How did I manage my emotions? How did I process last week? How am I mentally, am I mentally strong? And so now this week, adjusting to new things, supporting my husband this week as he's going to navigate through this next step. And I also started working on my personal branding. So I spent a lot of time working on my branding this week. So I had a good reflection, a lot of things happening. So mastering your daily schedule. So here's how I do my daily schedule and of course my weekly schedule. And of course, this is just my way. And so if you don't have a way, you can adopt this way for now and then whatever works for you. But what I do when I first start my planning, I do work a full-time job and I also have a full-time business. So usually I get up around 3 or 4. I work from 6 to 3. And then I come home, I cook and I work on my business, for a few hours. So I put in my work schedule first, including my drive time. If you have kids, you want to put in their schedule, what time they have to be at school, what time they have to be picked up. If you have any recitals or PTAs, you don't want to miss your kids' meeting. You don't want to plan and then miss your important family things. Then I go into my personal schedule. So I put my friends' birthdays, family's birthdays, anniversaries, because those are important for me. So that may be something that's not first for you. My accountability groups, I put those meetings in, my mastermind groups. Then I put in my built-in routines. So whatever routines, your morning routine, evening routine, give yourself time to plan that, your hygiene, things like that. Third, I do my adjustments and changes. Like last week, we had a few adjustments. This week, it's going to be a few adjustments. I had some meetings that changed from like Monday to Thursday. I had meetings that changed from Monday to Tuesday. I also joined. I signed up for singing lessons, and so I have to put that into my new schedule, time to practice. Okay. So that's how I do mine. And then I start to see what upcoming holidays are coming up. So it's May, we have Memorial Day. Father's Day is coming up in June. July, we have Independence Day. So just keeping those events top of mind. Maybe you're going to be cooking. Maybe things are happening at your house. Maybe you're going out for events. And then I have a fun calendar. So I have the Celebrate Everyday calendar that I keep. And it tells you like there was National Nurses Day. So if you have nurses or maybe you service nurses, if you have a side business, then you want to keep track of some of these special holidays or special fun days that you could participate in. Next, time blocking. So, time blocking allows you to intentionally schedule your most important tasks. It prevents you from filling your days reactively. And so, my time block looks like, let's see. So, I make sure I get between 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Six, most definitely. I try to get 8, but I definitely get 6. My morning routine is about 70 minutes. I have an accountability call from 4:40 to 6:15. I do have a new schedule, so it's hard now. My accountability call, I used to do that at home. Now I'm doing that call in the car. So I have to. I still haven't. I still haven't um, processed that yet. So I'm still working on how to take that call and be comfortable in the car because I'm not used to taking calls in the car. And some people are, they got a plan, they got a system, they take the phone with them. So Saturdays, I have a coaching call at 6 a.m. That's usually right 6 to 8 or 6 to 7:30. And then Sundays are my family times. So then 5 to 9:30, Monday through Friday, that is my time for my accountability, my business, so things like that. So once you do your time blocking, you know that you're going to be sleep a certain time, you have a morning routine, that you work, then you can put your other activities in that block of time from 5 to 9:30. If you work from home or you're full time at home, then it's still important to do your time blocking, because if you don't time block, people are going to call you and be like, hey, I know you're home, let's do this. Well, I'm doing this right now. So that's the time blocking there. And then your budget, getting your budget for the month and then your budget for the week. So at the end of the month, I make my whole monthly budget, but every week you want to still keep track of what's coming out, because sometimes I have yearly subscriptions that I forget about. Oh, that was last year. It's not a part of my monthly budget, but now it's come up again for the month, and it may be $100 or $200, and so I have to plan for that for this week. And then meal planning. Depending on how some people eat out every night, some people are single, some people have big families. So, depending on how you do your meal planning, I know this is a significant part of our life, how we plan our meals. I'm picky and I have allergies, allergic to certain things. So, it's important for us to have our meal planning together. Some of the benefits of meal planning: portion control, allergy management. You have an opportunity to eat healthier, reduce your food waste, and then saving time, and it eliminates stress. And then you can plan better. If you have a budget and you know what you're spending, you're not overspending. Especially now in California, I bought a sandwich yesterday, two sandwiches and fries. It's like almost $40. And so for me, I could have taken that $40 and went to Trader Joe's and had shrimp and rice and some broccoli and drinks and bought a candle. So for $40 would have took me a little further, and I would have had a better meal, a healthier meal. And so you just want to keep that in mind. The disadvantages of not planning: impulse purchases, increased consumption of processed food, sometimes, and higher food costs, just like I was saying, reliance on unhealthy snacks. So if you plan in advance, you plan your snacks, you pack your water. You're not out paying $4 for a bottle of water when you could have pre-planned your water and your coffee. I know I've been spending a little bit on coffee, like, for me and my husband, it's like $15. And so I just, I have an espresso here. We have a whole coffee bar. So this week we're going to be making our coffee, at home. We got coffee at home. So here's my 4-step method to my menu planning. So calendar. So see, we did our calendar first. So now I know what's coming up. I know what events are happening. I know if I have an event after work. I know if I have a special holiday. So I see what my calendar looks like first. Then I do an inventory check. So I go and see what I have in the pantry, what I have in the refrigerator. I usually start with my freezer. I go to my freezer and see what's in there. Oh, okay, I have some, pot roast, or I have some frozen salmon, or I have some this. I'll take that out the freezer, look at my fridge and say, okay, based on what I have right now, this is what's going to start our menu for next week. If there's turkey, now I'm either doing spaghetti, I'm doing chili, I'm doing tacos, and so I know one of those items are going to come out of that chili. Then I do my shopping list. So based on, I'll go through my cabinet. What do I need? Do I have all of my seasonings? Do I have my oils? Do I have my grapeseed oil? That type of stuff. Then after I come back from the store, because sometimes the trips to the store don't happen like you want, or you buy something else, or something's on sale. But once I get home, I finalize my menu, and then I post it on the refrigerator for everybody to see. So that's my 4-step method. I review my calendar. I do inventory on what I already have. I make my shopping list, and then I finalize my menu. So the reason why I do calendar review first is because, say like you have late nights or early mornings, or you may have to do a quick meal. So what I do, what I did yesterday too, so I make oatmeal. I like steel cut oatmeal, and I like it freshly made the same day. I don't like it pre-made. Sometimes I will make overnight oats for my husband because he will eat that. He will eat it cold with the fruit. So what I did was I bought some oatmeal that's already prepared in little packets. I put that in a sandwich bag, and then I have it with a spoon. So now I know if I don't cook next week, because next week is going to be probably a little crazy, then I know he has oatmeal already ready. If I cook the oatmeal, fine. If I don't, then I have plan B over here. So you want to just identify your late nights, your early mornings when you need a quick meal. If you have social events, so say like you may have a social event on Thursday, then you're not cooking, you're eating out. Your family activities, maybe your kids have an event, they have a function, maybe you're going to be traveling, maybe you have a ball game. So that day you're going to eat out. And then your doctor's appointment and stuff like that may affect your timing. So maybe if you have an all day appointment, then maybe that's your crock pot day. So reviewing your calendar helps with your menu, which is why I do my calendar first. All right, so this is just a inventory check. I inspect my pantry, I go to the freezer, I see what items are expiring, I see what ingredients I'm missing, I check the refrigerator for things that need to be thrown away, I see what I have surplus of, and then I base my meals based on all those things. So hopefully that helps you guys. The benefits of meal planning, it allows you to plan meals around your events and commitments in your calendar. It minimizes your food waste. And then you start utilizing your existing ingredients, things you have in your home without buying, surplus. And then it streamlines your grocery shopping. So you might just run out and start buying things that you may already have at home. And now you can streamline your budget and do something else with that money. So those are kind of the benefits of why I do that. So here's some inspiration for meal planning. If you have trouble figuring out what you want to have, you can have a theme every day. Maybe every day is Meatless Monday. Maybe every Tuesday is Taco Tuesday. Every Wednesday is Wellness Wednesday. Maybe you're going to do something healthy or vegetarian or Mediterranean or something like that. Crockpot Thursday, Fast Food Friday. If you work full time, you're taking your kids all week, had a rough week, working sales, maybe every Friday you're going to say, hey, we're going to eat out. We're going to eat out as a family. I'm not cooking. I'm not washing no dishes. And then Salad Saturday, taking the time to make a nice big green salad with just throw everything in there. Some eggs, some cheese, some fruits, some other veggies. So you have an opportunity to make just a big salad. And then there's meal planning services. So there's emails, and Target has a little, if you shop at Target, they have these little bags by the freezer, and they have meals that are already prepared. They're not prepared, but they have, so say like this beef and black bean chili. They have the beans in there, they have the meat in there, they have the cheese in there. So they have everything inside that little bag, and you just pick it up and you cook it. So they help you prep meals. All right. And then goal setting. So you got your week plan, you got your menu plan, you got your budget plan. And so now you want to work on your goals. So if you have the 2024 goals journal, you want to now this month we're working on our self-care goals. So each month we focus on one goal every month. So January was health and fitness. February, we worked on our relationships. March, we worked on our money, our finances. April, worked on our home goals, and now May, we're working on our self-care goals. So you want to figure out what self-care goals do you need to have ongoing every month, every day or every week, and put those into your routines. Review your vision board. Where is that vision board that you made December or January? Is it posted up? Mine's is posted up in my office. And then review your routines for the month. Now we have a reading plan. So we are on May 19th. So this May 19th through the 22nd, you are creating a visual. We're on page 123. So what does self-care look like for you? And so you want to create a visual. You want to have photos, pictures of you relaxing, pictures of you taking care of yourself. And so May 1st through 7th, we wrote down what our self-care goals were. May 8th through 14th, we researched the magazines and books that we needed to incorporate self-care into our daily life. And then we wrote out our affirmations, and now we're creating our visuals. Next week, or on the 23rd, you're going to start writing down what that looks like for you. So weekly, what does self-care look like? Monthly, what does that look like? Yearly routines, what does that look like for you? Right? And then you want to keep those routines here inside your accountability tracker. And so this, you're building your goals on top of each other. So if during the month of January, you said workout Wednesday, you're going to put that here. Every Wednesday, I'm going to work out. In February, if you said you're going to work on your marriage relationship, now Monday, you're doing marriage Monday. So you already got marriage Monday, and then you got workout Wednesday. For the month of March, we worked on our money. So maybe you're doing finance Friday, where you're doing your bills, you're taking care of maybe you're looking at your 401k, you're looking at your life insurance packages. So you want to spread out the goals that you set for yourself for the top of the year into your weekly routine, and you want to build off of that throughout the year, so that way you are achieving your goals. So that's how the journal is set up. And so in the back of your journal, there are some sample goal routines like Marriage Monday, Meatless Monday, Money Monday, Take a Break Tuesday. So yeah. And then what are you reading? So what I'm reading and rereading is $100 million leads, $100 million offers. That is one of my accountability groups that we're working on right now with our business. And then Story Selling, that is a new book that we are reading, that I just think this is our first week reading that. The Pivot Year, just reading a page of that a day. And then for the month of May, Calm. So I do a combination of Kindle, Audible, and physical reading. So I have a book bag that I carry with me, that I keep my books in, and I keep my my book markers and my pens and pencils, and I carry that with me. So based on the goals that you set for yourself, make sure you have a book that you can read that will help you reach that goal. And then I have a 2024 book list. And then for the month of May, our Empower Hour book club on Amazon, we're reading Calm. So that is our self-care book. So once you put everything together, you have your outings, your events, you have your kid stuff, you have your job stuff, you have your business stuff, you have your work stuff, all of your, you have your anniversaries, your birthdays, you put everything into your calendar. I use Google Calendar. And so this is what my daily phone looks like. So I have all of my calendars here. And then each day I can look at my calendar and it's all color coded on what's coming up. And so I like that. I've tried so many calendars. This works for me. A lot of people are using Asana. There's so many different calendars you can use. I just ended up back at Google Calendar. And so right now that works for me. And I set up alerts. And so I still physically write everything, and then I put it into that electronic version of a Google Calendar. After that, I have my calendar. Now I have to execute. Now, yeah, you have your menu, but now you have to cook it. You have your events, but now you have to actually go. You have your call set up, but you have to actually do the calls. So here is where now, depending on how you set your things up, you could do this step first, but I do this step last. And this is streamlining and delegation. What items on your calendar can help you free up time? And we're freeing up time so we can live our dreams and our work on our goals. What items can be automated, delegated, consolidated, or eliminated altogether? A lot of my calendar, a lot of my time is cooking, cleaning, or shopping, and not shopping for things like that, just grocery shopping or getting things for the house. But you can, if that is your life, you can hire somebody to do that. You can hire somebody to come in and clean. You can have your meals prepped. You can have your meals delivered. You can, they have Instacart that will deliver your meals for you. A lot of people like Walmart out here. They have a delivery service. People are really liking that. I don't like anybody else getting my food. I don't like anybody else cooking my food. We've had housekeepers before. I don't know if we're going to go that route again. And so because of that, those duties we are kind of stuck with at this point. So, but for you want to look at your calendar and say, hey, how can I make life easier, for me and take some of these things off my plate? If your kid is in a dance program with somebody else, maybe you can team up with another parent and say, hey, I'll pick up the kids Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you do Thursday, Friday, whatever. So you can get that extra time. So we're trying to figure out how to buy time. So I have a couple of tips. This is inside of those of you who are part of the 1-year success plan. It's a whole list. I'm not going to read the whole list, but you want to plan for change. Do you have a new work schedule? Do you have a new accountability group? Do you have new friends? Do you take up some new hobbies? Do you have new clients? Sometimes onboarding process takes more time than you like it to take. Again, we talked about automating repetitive tasks. Maybe there's a lot of laundry services. So instead of washing clothes, maybe there's a laundry service that can come help you. Business owners, hiring a VA. That's what I'm working on this month. Limiting your social media. You want to post on social media. Maybe you can use an app or use another service that lets you post, but not actually consume, at the moment. Keep a to-don't list. We have a to-do list, but what about to-don't? I was talking to my husband this morning. I said, you know what? Some conversations right now have become too emotional for me, that knock me off of my routine. So I'm going to start taking those calls after 5 or after 6. That way I've completed the tasks I need to do. It doesn't put me it doesn't drain me emotionally. So what are you not going to do? And then stay flexible. Yes, we planned our week. Yes, we're caught up. Yes, we have control of our calendar. But sometimes, like this week, we had to be flexible. You don't know. An accident may happen, a death in the family, where things are shaken up a little bit, and you have to plan to be flexible. And so some resources, again, the 2024 goals journal, the 2024 daily planner is available for you. I also have a business marketing calendar. Inside, we've talked about that. You have an anniversary calendar. These are some tips for our birthdays. And here's just a little list of things that you may have forgotten to add to your schedule, or planning your outfits for the week, checking the weather. So things like that. All right, let's see. So this is the Dynamic Duo, the 2024 Goals Journal, 2024 Planner. It's not too late. Yes, it's May, but it's not too late. And this is only $9.99, and you get a digital version. And so you can upload that into your Good Notes and join us on on Sundays as we're planning our week. So go ahead and scan that QR code, get your dynamic duo, and help plan your week. And then if you want more accountability and you need a monthly situation, we have the Goal Setters Club. So that is $99 a month where you can be a part of our monthly membership. So you can go ahead and click on that as well. Scan that as well. So thank you so much for joining me this Sunday. I hope that this has helped you to plan your week. Remember, it was not raining when Noah built the ark. He was planning in advance. He was listening. He was paying attention to what was to come, communicating to God, saying, hey, it's going to be a flood. Make sure you're ready. And so he planned. And so don't wait till it's raining before you plan and before you take control of your calendar and your week. All right, you guys, thanks for joining me. I am Coach Sherea, and I help individuals achieve their goals through the power of goal setting by using my yearly goals journal and joining our monthly membership program. And so if you are interested, go ahead and inbox me here or message me, and then we'll get you connected. All right, have an awesome Sunday, and I'll see you next Sunday.